name is Vineet and I am a student of BSc Chemistry Honours Final Year. Today I am performing an organic chemistry practical, that is to synthesize benzanilide from benzophenone.
Now the requirements are benzophenone 6 gram, rectified spirit 10 to 12 ml, and hydroxylamine hydrochloride 4 gram, ethanol, and round bottom flask. Now first take 6 gram of benzophenone in the round bottom flask. First take it in the round bottom flask, and then take 10 to 12 ml of the rectified spirit, that is ethanol, in the round bottom flask and dissolve it to make a clear solution. We have to take 10 to 12 ml of ethanol in the round bottom flask and shake it with the help of hands so that a clear solution is made in the round bottom flask. Now we have to shake it constantly until a clear solution is made. Now take uh, about 4 gram of hydroxylamine hydrochloride in another beaker and dissolve it in minimum amount of distilled water to make a clear solution. Now add this solution into the benzophenone solution prepared above in round bottom flask slowly in a stepwise manner, and slowly we have to add it slowly in the benzophenone solution and constantly shaking it. And then after constantly shaking it, we have to heat it for some time. After constant shaking. Now about 10 to 15 minutes we have to heat it on the Bunsen burner so that we have a clear solution that is made. For about 15 to 20 minutes we have to shake this solution. Now in another beaker we have to take some ice cubes with water, distilled water in it, and this is the cold water. Now we have to add, and this is our hot boiling solution that is made above. Now we have to add little bit of dilute HCl drops in the cold water to make an acidic solution of dilute HCl in this cold water with ice cubes dipped in it. Now we have to pour that hot round bottom flask into this cold water acidic solution so that a reaction happened and we get a required number of precipitates at the bottom of this beaker. Now we have to constantly stir it with the help of a glass rod so that we have our fine precipitates ready. Now we have to constantly stir it with the help of glass rod for some time so that a required number of precipitates are formed to get it filtered. Now finally we have to filter these precipitates using Wattman filter paper slowly for some time so that we get our crystals of benzophenone oxime. Now we have to weigh these crystals. Now after weighing benzophenone oxime crystals, we have to make a step forward so that we have to prepare benzanilide from benzophenone oxime. Now for that we have to take near about 40 ml of diethyl ether in a measuring flask and add about 1 to 2 grams of benzophenone oxime into it to make a solution. Now we have to add diethyl ether into this 1 to 2 gram of benzophenone oxime, and now we have to shake the solution sometimes so that the mixture gets thoroughly mixed with each other. And now we have to keep this mixture in an ice bath having some ice cubes in it so that sufficient lowering of temperature and the cooling takes place for about some times. We have to keep it in the ice bath itself for about 10 to 15 minutes, and meanwhile we have to add concentrated sulfuric acid using the help of a dropper in a dropwise manner we have to add concentrated sulfuric acid solution, concentrated sulfuric acid with the help of a dropper near about 4 to 5 times so that a sufficient quantity of solvent is present in it, in this solution of benzophenone oxime and diethyl ether. Now we have to stir the solution alongside so that a clear solution makes first, and after having a sufficient quantity of concentrated sulfuric acid in it, and we have to stir the solution for about 20 to 25 minutes, and we notice the color change from white to yellow. Color changes from white to yellow of the solution about after constant stirring and constantly adding the concentrated sulfuric acid for some time. And now we have to transfer this solution, transfer this yellow solution having changed color into a beaker having ice in it, that is cold water, and you can see that crystals of the substance is separated. Now we have to separate the crystals using filtration process and using Wattman filter paper and funnel, and meanwhile after 15 to 20 minutes and keeping in air dry oven for drying, we get the crystals of benzanilide. These are the crystals of benzanilide, and we have to measure the melting point of these using melting point measuring meter with a thermometer in it to get the required melting point of the substance, that is benzanilide, and the melting point come out to be 163 degrees Celsius.